Yeah, I don't know if you have it on the notes or not. Rafa brought it up for us.
Yeah,
The
the
whole,
R.I.P.
oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, the footballing world lost a legend. Diego Maradona died at the age of 60 last week, and everybody's just been kind of really sad ever since. We've seen a lot of tributes from Argentines like Messi, who scored and celebrated with a retro Maradona jersey. Yesterday, we saw Carlos Tevez. Man, that was special. He scored in the Libertadores for Boca Juniors, and he took off his jersey to reveal the vintage Maradona Boca jersey. Took the yellow card for it, but totally worth it if you ask me. So yeah, R.I.P. to La Mano de Dios himself, El Diego, Dios. Rafa is the first one to point it out, and it's been making me laugh, right? But he's one of those figures that a lot of people bring up, and we're all talking about because one, he was an amazing footballer, but he also was a very flawed individual, right? So it's one of those kind of like love-hate things, right? Like he was such a great footballer, but he was also such a crazy and maybe not the best role model, right? Which is why a lot of people are calling into question, why are you celebrating this man? This man is adored around the world. He brought championships to Naples, right? He brought the World Cup to Argentina. He was an artist. He was a genius on the field, right? There's no doubting that, right? But yeah, I mean, you also have to recognize that he was a flawed individual. But hey, we're all human beings. We're all flawed. So our thoughts with his family. R.I.P. to the legend. Probably the GOAT, if you ask me.
Yeah, I was about to say that cocaine is a hell of a drug, but I think part of the mystique with Maradona was that he was flawed and that people could relate to him, and it was kind of incredible to see like his come up. You know, it's like his come up is like what they write books about, pretty much, and that's like a one in a lifetime type of deal that he got. So you kind of can't blame him for living his life. I wouldn't say to the fullest, but definitely to whatever might happen. Because I think another thing about him is that he's just captivating as a person in terms of like getting the whole stadium like behind him, or like that World Cup was. I can't imagine if you were at that game and when at the hand of God against England, right? That must have been freaking crazy. The guy scores with his hand and then takes that team, the whole team, from half court. But I would argue he was the best, the GOAT, the best one to ever play, just because of all the intangibles and that were extra to his skills, you know.
He was the people's champion.
Yeah, played for Boca, how you said, people's team. And I know I think people in Argentina are really, really struggling right now because that's like their, I don't know, their idol, you know.
Yeah.
But it was pretty sad. Yeah, it's definitely sad to see. 60 is not that old in these days, and it's just a little bit fucked up. But yeah, R.I.P. to Maradona, the GOAT.
R.I.P. number 10 for sure.